coming up next on EA Sports.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. And we are in store for a great game today, everyone. Kate Scott, Brock Heward, along for the ride in this one. We love these kind of games, Brock, and that's because we had a pair of teams who've both gotten off to good starts this season. They find themselves with winning records as we now work our way through the front half of this schedule.
Yeah, we try to be pros, and every game, right, is a big game, but when you have teams that have gotten off to these starts, we know these are both playoff caliber teams. They look that way right now. And this is also a measuring stick game, and a great one where you don't have the consequences of lose and go home. Just a wonderful...
Just about halfway through the season now. Still a lot of ball to be played as we're off in Week 8. Has this at the 6. This return makes it up to the 25. So here comes their offense for its opening drive. And leading the way is their fourth-year QB.
Sure feels like the bye week came at a perfect time for him and his team as well. Right smack dab in the middle of the season, giving everybody some time to rest, recharge mentally, and really get yourself energized, Kate, to attack the rest of this regular season, starting with this contest.
Straight to the air they go. That one's complete, right side. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Motioning the tight end now. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Cut out left. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
From the 44 here on second down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
And he goes out a little short of the 40.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Offense executing early. New set of downs at the 38-yard line. To the air now on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it sets up first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Is in. Touchdown. These guys finish up an excellent opening series. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
That one right down the middle. And his guys will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Our home team, nothing.
Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So here comes this offense as they get set for their opening drive. And leading them out, one of the league's longest tenured quarterbacks.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game he had last week, stuff in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the one interception, and his effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win, and certainly some momentum to build on today.
And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
At the 24-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he stopped after a nice gain up past the 25. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6.
Looking to the air here. Complete beyond the marker. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. That one gains 7. And that'll give him a first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they bring him down after he ran through him up to the 43. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 43. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10.
50-yard line.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Dumped off to his running back. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
On now comes their punter. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The visitors and their running back about to get back to work. And you can see he's done his part on offense this season, sitting 2nd right now in the league in rushing touchdowns. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Hits him on the out route. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And they're going to have a first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Hits his running back. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. And it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Escapes. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
So for those of you keeping track, we get a solid completion for decent yardage on 1st, and then we go backwards on 2nd. Kate, I guess we got a quality rubber match right here on 3rd down.
And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession. After the field goal, they'll boot it away and put their defense back out on the field. Brings in the kick at the 9. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. So here comes this offense for its second series of the game. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. They've got first down from the 31. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They motion the tight end over. Blown back, it's the handoff. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
Gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
So no return on that punt. And they're going to take over possession. They go play action on first. Throwing the out route complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. This play goes for 36. And that gives them the first.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Finds a man right side. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Completed over the middle. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Now there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Catch is made in close. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play. 1 quarter down in this all-AFC South contest. It's a 2-score game early. We'll return with more NFL action right after this. Welcome back. We're all set to start the second. Offense already out to resume its drive. They've got 1st and goal to work with. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Runs it in for the touchdown. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And these guys take a 3-possession lead. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Here's a return from the 7. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And this is the type of play they need out of him into the later months. He's currently leading the league in passing touchdowns. First and 10, looking to throw. He's got it over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Bails out of the pocket quick. He's on the move. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. They get 13 on the pickup, and that'll be a first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Play action on first down. Connects on the crosser. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get 22 on that one. And it'll give them a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They'll run here on first down. And he's stopped down at the 16 after a small gain. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
He'll throw it. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the first. 3rd and just 2 to go.
3rd and 2.
Looking for a throw here. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that brings up 4th and short. They'll run for this. And he only gets this one down to the 9. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
And what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a 4th down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground to power it across, but there was no overcoming a front just as equally motivated to get off the field.
Their offense returning to the field for another possession. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Throwing it to start this drive. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Complete out to the right. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainers heading out to take a look. They're now set for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They are throwing it again. That one's complete over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Pass play now. Complete out to the right side. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Running it now out of the gun. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. He's dropping back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here's a throw. He has the first over the middle. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And they'll have first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Dump off caught by his back. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Second down now, 7 to go. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
He's got it near the 10. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, he had a chance to pull up and avoid the hit, Brock, but
Automatic first
we knew the
down.
outcome from the moment he decided not to and made contact. That flag came out. So roughing the passer gifts them a 1st and goal. They'll run here following the penalty. Has the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one splits the uprights. And his guys make it a 24-point ball game. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. Throwing now, off play action. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Here's the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Ball start, offense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. Backed up now after the penalty. It's 3rd down. Back to throw now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Well into this first half, still struggling to find any rhythm, and that's what sacks do. That is why these defenders get paid big money when they get those sacks in the stat column, because as you're seeing today, it totally disrupts the rhythm, the continuity in any success for an offense.
They'll send out the punting unit. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. He takes this in on his side of midfield. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The visitors headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. And they stop him after a good run that takes him down inside the 40. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. So we've reached that 2-minute warning. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 39. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down around the 34. Pick up a 5 on that play. And it'll give him a first down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's on the move. Steps up, and he's running with it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
First down from the red zone. He brings it in. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. Has it down close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. It sails right through a beautifully placed football.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Dumped off to his running back. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are out in front in that one. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far.
Teams
but
are
there's
back
still
out on the
plenty
field.
of time left for
Everyone
this
is
one
set,
to
and the
tighten up
second half is
significantly.
underway. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The home team's ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as we work our way through this regular season, you can see he's currently sitting in the top 5 of the league in passing. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. On 1st down, they'll run. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Finds him over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Dropping back to throw. Hits his running back. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They have themselves another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Pass play coming here. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Still sticking with the passing game. He completes it in traffic. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's completed right side. And he's in. Touchdown! These guys cut into the lead coming out of halftime. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one right down the middle. And these guys still have a lot of work to do, Brock. It's a 20-point difference now. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Brought in along the sideline. No gain on the play, but an impressive catch all the same. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. They'll try and throw it here. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And this one doesn't go far. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. He's going to throw this one. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it sets up 1st down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the hits just keep coming for them on this play, it seems. Elsewhere on the field, they've got a player hurt and in need of some attention. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Another try following the sack. We've got a screen to the running back. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. And this one does not go far.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Punt team on the field. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. Back out runs their offense. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Nearly an interception on that play. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Throwing from the gun here. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Collects this at the 32. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And it's going to be their football coming up. Now a give running right. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. They're throwing it. Connects with Johnson. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that'll give him a first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Receiver in motion, headed right. Handoff on 2nd and short. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
It's pretty obvious this defense, they need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
Throwing now from the gun. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And now it's 2nd down. Plowing up the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4. Back now, pressure on its way. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. From the left hash, a 40-yard look. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And they push their lead to 23.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
He fields it from the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pressure's on him, and it gets home. He's dropped. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Taking a look at that scoreboard, and you just can't go backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. I've had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
So we're through 3 here. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to reach his own 20 before stepping out. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Makes the grab in bounds, left side. They go for it on 4th down and get it in a big way, 25 yards there.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll throw it again. Finds him on the slant. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
At the 50-yard line.
They are throwing it again. Completed to his running back. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainers heading out to take a look. 3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing from the gun. He has the 1st over the middle. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
37-yard line.
Throwing it again here. He's on the move. He keeps it and takes off. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates it up.
And in for the touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
They're leaving the offense out there, and they're going to try for 2.
The offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it. On the move, headed right. And he reaches the end zone on that 2-point try, Brock. This is going to cut it to a 2-score game now, down 15. All right, partner, it is a small step on a long road back, but a necessary one. The touchdown and that conversion drop us back down to a 2-score game.
So you're saying there's a chance, Kate, just a little bit of a chance. Maybe they got to do it again and again and again. But all I know, time may not be on their side, but they did gain just a little bit of momentum.
Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. This return starts at the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Now he takes it. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 48. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. So now here's 3rd and 5. Setting up a throw. Hits his running back. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He goes back to him yet again, complete.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Here's 2nd and 5. Brought in right side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Still sticking with the passing game. Short pass brought in. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. 2nd down now, 7 to go. One of the tight ends motioning right. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Hang on now. Looks like we've got an injured player out there and in need of some aid. So we'll step away briefly as they work on him. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Now looking to throw. That's caught for the first. And he drives this forward to the 6. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And he will take this in. Touchdown! These guys have likely locked up the win right there. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They are just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared and, more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
They'll set up here for the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And his guys grow the lead now to 22 points. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Return starts at the 9. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. Here comes their offense out again. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. Give him 13 on that play. And they're going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard
They'll throw it. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
It's now second and 10.
Back to throw. Looking slant route, complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
It's a gain of 6.
From the gun on third down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled. The catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up. It cost him that catch.
He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. It's an 8-yard gain. What a great call on fourth down. It keeps this drive moving. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. Offense in the hurry up here. First down from the red zone. And a man is there to knock that away.
You know, that is so hard to do. It's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
And this defense continuing to erase the ground game. This one stopped at the line. Nothing for him on that play as we've hit the 2-minute warning. Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? Looking to the air here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Gotta hurry this to the line. Here he goes. Gotta have this on fourth down. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with a win. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. What a game for our winners as we say goodnight, everybody.